Welcome back, all my Minecrafting friends. Well, August is over, but it was a really fun month, and people did a lot of really interesting builds. I mean, me and a lot of other people just made, you know, a stables, but some people did lots of interesting things other than stables. So, I'm still working on putting the roof on my house, but there's my stable. Let's go down this way and go out the door. See if we can do this without getting ourselves killed. Okay, so whoa, spider. He's gonna attack me. Okay, so I got 6 saddles. I got 6 horses. I tried to get different ones, but some of these look pretty similar. Eventually, I'm going to keep working on this world. I'm going to put a fence all around that big field there, and move all the horses from way over there to over here. I'm going to finish my house, and maybe I'll finish this too. I probably should put a wall up here, so it's not just hanging out there. But let's get to the list and see what everyone else did. We had a lot of players in August. It was a really good month as far as participation went. Let's start with OG and Friends, also known as Colony. They finished working on their horse race track, and at the end of their episode, they spawned in some more saddles and had a big horse race, and it was a lot of fun to watch. I know they had a lot of fun playing. So next is Andy Doan. Andy Doan, what was that? I guess that was lightning. Couldn't have been a creeper. I hope it wasn't a creeper blowing up my stuff. Yeah, Andy Doan built a mayor's house for the mayor of Horsey Town. He also made a racetrack, and he posted an episode 10 that was really awesome. He put like another 150 days into it, which is a lot more than I've put into this, and he built lots of other stuff, and it was very, very impressive. Next we have Smithy MC. In episode 9 he was trying to get home. He didn't quite... There it goes again. Is that blowing up my stuff or what? I don't know where it is. I guess that's just the sound of lightning. If it would stop doing this, maybe we could talk. I'm thinking about building a witch's hut out there and put it right next to the witch, and maybe she'll go into it or something. But she'll probably despawn because I think I'm more than 32 blocks away from her. Okay, so Smithy trying to get home, didn't make it. Got back to the village that was on the big plains without many horses. He built his stable, one-horse stable in the village, and he says he's not doing September, so that's unfortunate. But he's too busy. But he says he'll be back probably for Christmas. So, Smithy MC, see you in Christmas, or at Christmas. Next we have the team of Load Central. They bred horses in their last episode. They put a lot of gravel down on the ground. I need to do that too. Someone on their team was obsessed with John Cena, John Cena. I think is he a wrestler or a football player or something? I don't know. But anyway, next we have Granny's Got Game. Granny's Got Game was taming horses. She expanded her fence area. She tore down the dirt hut that she was using temporarily. And she tried to grow a tall birch tree, but I think her torch was too close, because I think those tall birches, which I have one over there. I don't know if you can see it from here. Nope, cannot see it. I'm gonna go down this way. I think you need to have all the blocks around it open for it to grow. These. See, she had her torch right next to it. I think you have to have all these blocks right next to it empty. Look at this guy with his enchanted bow hanging out there. Anyway, back to the list. Well, before I go back to the list, let me get somewhere a little safer than this. Let me go into my house. Hey, don't shoot me. There we go. So, Lefarian. Lefarian started out his final episode still in the nether. He collected some nether wart. He found some glowstone. These are both in the fortress. He came back to the overworld, made a brewing stand, and started brewing potions. He put a chest on his mule. He made a mule. He bred a horse and a donkey and had a mule, and he put a chest on it. And then he put a speed potion on the mule, and he was riding around fast. So, next we have Jade LF. She worked on her stables, and Jade is a really good builder. You should check out her building. Is really good looking. Excuse me. Next we have Life with Teens and Other Wild Things. Life with Teens. She got on her horse, and the horse was in a cave that wasn't very tall, and she almost suffocated. She was down to she went from full hearts down to 2.5 or 3 before she decided to get off or move the horse or something. Then she went to the village, and then she came back and worked on her carousel. And I was wondering how she was going to do the carousel, and it came out really well. She had 2 minecart tracks in there, and with their little minecart on it. And on the inner track she had a horse riding around in a minecart, and on the outer track she had a pig with a saddle on it riding around in the minecart. So you could jump on to either of those and take a ride, and then jump off, and the animals would stay in the minecart. But unfortunately she was killed by zombies before day 10, so she did not survive the whole challenge, but she made an awesome carousel. Next we have Lightbringer. He's the one making the giant ship. He keeps calling it a boat, but I think it's actually a ship. He worked on the ship the whole episode, made a lot of progress. It looks really good, but of course it wasn't finished, and he didn't get it loaded with animals. Next we have Technoscribe. Technoscribe worked on her stables, and got it done. Looks really good. Technoscribe's one of our better builders, maybe the best builder. She's pretty good. And she also finished it off by putting a couple of hay bales in there. Next we have the team of Skoda Garbitas, Pygarise, and Optimus 1971 from the Gophercraft server, they were heading off to the 770 dungeons, and Scotty was navigating, and he originally headed off in the wrong direction, but then he figured out that his coordinates were wrong, so then he went to the right coordinates. They found the zombie dungeon that was underneath the skeleton dungeon that they already knew about. Okay, and on the way back to the base, back to their home, they were riding horses through the forest, and Optimus got blown up on horseback by a creeper that he ran into in the forest. Okay, so once they got back to the home, Piker Eye spent most of the second half of the episode caving. Didn't find anything of note. Came back out, and when Scotty got back to home, he named a white horse Optimus 1971. And Piker Eyes also started making a grave for Optimus, but I don't think he actually finished it. Next we have Conjuring. Conjuring made a music box, bred some horses, got a baby mule, so she must have bred a horse and a donkey, got a baby mule, put a clock and an item frame on the wall, worked on the house. She got a chicken to come into the stables with her. She made pumpkin pie, and her horseshoe stables were unfinished, but still looking good. Really cool design there, Conjuring. Next we have Baker Bell. Baker Bell finished her stables. She went and got some horses. She could not find a donkey. She was trying to breed a tamed horse with a wild horse, and it wasn't working. So she eventually figured that out and tamed the other horse and then bred them and got a baby horse. Next we have Bong Bong. Bong Bong's episode 9 was lost. He lost the file somehow, but he showed us in another world what he had accomplished, and it was pretty awesome. So check him out. Next we have Johnny Raichu. Johnny Raichu is one of the players that did something different. Lots of people just built stables like me, but then and some of those stables were awesome. So I'm not saying that stables are bad, but a lot of people went in different directions and built other things. And Johnny Raichu was one of those that went in another direction. He built a steeplechase track. He also put a billboard-sized sign next to his building that said stable. Next we have Badheart MC. He collected wool. He worked on his jousting arena for medieval jousting, and it was a really cool design. He showed us in his creative world what it would have looked like if he had like another 10 days to work on it, and it was pretty awesome. He also bred horses. Next we have Nova Cookie 232. He got another horse and then another horse for a total of 3 horses in his final episode. Next we have J. Gaz Mom. She built a riding path around the lake. Oh yeah, she had already built that in the prior episode, but she rode around the path with both of her horses just to check it out. She did a little fishing, very little fishing, didn't catch anything, and she finished up her challenge with a nice little horse paradise. Next we have Cherry Bitters MC. She was the one making Pony Express stations. Her second Pony Express station was a Western town style, and it looked really good. It looked very authentic Western style. It looked like it could be something right out of Dodge City. Next we have Boonslayer. He was eating melons for food. He finished his stable and was swapping out all the wood planks with red brick. So he's making a red brick stable, and it looks really good. He got 2 more horses for a total of 3 horses. Finally, we have Philbin 3. Philbin 3 did a lot of building in episode 9, finishing up his stable, and he made a really awesome looking stable also. So that is it for August. I've already recorded my first episode for September, and I'm going to keep working on this. And once I finish everything I want to do here, I will let you see it. I put these dirt blocks around here so that I can start building a roof up, and then I'll take the dirt off. I need to make a lot more fences so I can fence that whole area in over there on the other side, and gather all the horses in the world and bring them over here and get them inside this fence. Okay, so this is Mike Deering signing out. I'll see you all in the mushroom biome.